So what we're talking about the topic today is homosexuality and transgenderism, basically about LGBTQ and the most controversial topic that we see today. But when we talk about this topic, we need to understand that there are people who have undergone same-sex attractions, like Emmanuel Gonzalez, whose testimonies we have placed over here, Kim Zember, who has also, they were people who had same-sex attractions, but they understood the calling that their bodies are meant, male and female is created very differently. Here we go to see all the harms that happens, how homosexuality is so dangerous, in the sense that even in the year 2006, there were people, more than 82% of HIV cases were between male to male sex contact. Likewise, there are many dangers, physical, medical dangers related to homosexual lifestyles. Here we are trying to talk about transgenderism, the sex surgeries that nowadays many people are tempted to take or pushed to take if they feel like they are the opposite gender. But those surgeries are very dangerous, and they, like, our male and female identity is written in our core. So even after 100 years, 50 years, 1000 years, if our bones are dug out, we'll still be male or female. That does not change. Whereas these surgeries have always shown that it's not proven that their suicidal rates have reduced. In Sweden, there have been a long-term research on the same topic. Here we also have a testimony of someone who was raised by two moms. She was raised by two mothers, but she's gone ahead because she realized that children are entitled to father and mother both. There's no such thing as parenting, it's mothering and fathering. So even though she had gay, lesbian parents, she started this organization because she realized that children need a father and a mother. Here we have put how homosexuality was removed from the DSM, not on the basis of any scientific literature or not on the basis of any proper research done on the people, but rather it was voted out. And there was a lot of political pressure that was put in while it was being removed. We are also then here bringing out about this exhibit basically talks about the Catholic Church teaching on homosexuality. So if you peep in, there are three things that the church very clearly says. One is that the person is always good. The person is never bad. The inclination can be disordered. And the act, homosexual act, is always sinful. So we have to know to distinguish between the three things, that is the person, the inclination and the act. And Jesus said, the list of people Christ asked us not to love. So if you see, the list is empty. The list is empty because Christ has asked us to love everyone. So there may be people who suffer from these tendencies, from inclinations, same-sex attractions. We are called to love them, but love and truth go together. So we have to tell them the truth about God's love for them and the design of our sexuality. Here we have examples of different Catholic saints like Saint Augustine, Saint Mary of Egypt. These were saints who lived really pitiful lives, very sinful lives, but they chose the call of God, because we are all called to go to heaven. Our job is, we are called and made in this earth so that we go to heaven. So in the end, we don't know. There could be, like, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Like that, we don't know tomorrow. There may be a saint in the Catholic Church who stands up, who stood up for his or her chastity and got heaven because of that. Here we also have about love is love. This topic over here, what we're talking is, very often people just say love is love and they finish it at that. But love is not just a four-letter word. You don't define anything by the same word. You'll never say a pencil is a pencil. You will always say, what is a pencil? You define its attributes. So that's why we have done here. We have told what is love. As per the biblical teachings, love is patient, love is kind. It does not delight in evil. It's not boastful. So we're talking about it rejoicing in the truth. So love is not just a four-letter word or a feeling. It's a commitment. It's a decision to be faithful to the truth. Thank you.